So as I started my review on where I thought Isaiah Stewart could improve going into next year, it was kind of hard on me because he's my favorite player. I will admit that. So to really critique his game, it was tough, but it's not really a critique. What these are is areas I think they can improve to elevate their game to the next level. How can he be even better next year? And the three areas I see is his playmaking, his pick and roll finishing, short roll passing, and his shooting. So we'll start with his playmaking. He averaged 1.5 assists per 36 minutes. In comparison, Mason Plumlee averaged 5. So here we'll see in the post, draws a double team. That's awesome. We got to get this from Isaiah Stewart. If you watch the strength video, you'll see that his skill level is going to force teams to do that. I just believe he makes the wrong read. The pass is just a little bit off, but it's not really about the pass. I think he takes the first option instead of seeing that the better option is Saddiq Bey up here because his man has helped on the Frank Jackson cut. And we'll see that again in the last clip where he does it really well. You can see his frustration there. So it's going to take a little bit of time for him to learn the reads and who's going to come open. Here he just tries to do a little bit too much. A lot of dribble handoff situations with the Pistons. At times he does it well. At times he gets off balance. Here he tries to zing a pass down to Corey Joseph who's not open, and he just needs to make the simple play there. So not a big deal, but just a small improvement. So here's what I want to show where I do think it's in his game. So against the Spurs, he's going to catch, go between the legs, and right here, this is where on the first clip, and maybe even the last clip, he made the wrong read. He tried to throw it to the first guy. The first guy's not going to be open here. This pass will get deflected. Probably not an easy opportunity to Savridis. So he stays on balance. He keeps the dribble alive. And now he goes to the second one. And Saban Lee's going to come wide open off a great cut. And Stewart is able to show a high skill level for a big guy making this pass off the bounce. This is what I want to see more of from Isaiah Stewart next year. Nope, that's not there. I'll play to the next option. I'm on balance. I keep my dribble alive and then hit the second cutter. And that is beautiful. You saw Mason Plumlee standing up, applauding it. Maybe something they've been working on. The second thing I'd like to see him improve on is in the pick and roll. His finishing on the move through contact and then the short roll passing game, which again is something Mason Plumlee is very good at. So just a few clips here where you see him struggle to finish on the move. So here, it's his hands, okay? I know there's some people who question his hands in general, but this one, he needs to catch this. There's nobody between him and the rim. If he catches this, this is a wide open dunk. I understand the defenders contesting it, maybe even fouling him. He has to be able to catch this. It hits him on the hands and finish. And if you question who he blames, you can tell he blames himself. He kind of slaps the floor. You can see the frustration. So I don't know, even as a basketball coach, I don't know what drills you work on to improve his hands, but I do think that's a small area he could get better at that's important in pick and roll. And then here on the move, kind of just loses his balance, is a little unsure, kind of spins, and isn't able to finish on the catch. And we'll get another clip here where he'll do it again. He's going to roll, defender steps up. Okay, we have you in a good position here. Maybe there's a pass here to Saddiq Bey. Maybe it's catch and turn it into a post-up, but maybe just his decision-making or just the ability to finish through this contact in the pick-and-roll situations. Again, I don't want to turn these into critiques. I just want to see some improvement because he's going to be in a lot of pick-and-roll situations with Killian Hayes. And I love being able to highlight areas where he did it well. So here in the short roll, early in the season, obviously, because it's with Derrick Rose, he's able to catch and shoot that little floater, shows nice touch. That's beautiful. This little short roll is where even if he just gets better at this, catch, make this shot, or catch, and if defenders help because he's making it, then you kick to an open teammate. Not able to find a lot of clips where he short rolled and then made the assist to a teammate. But that's an area where he could get better going into next year. And then the final area is the shooting. And you're going to say, well, he shot the ball well. Yes, 33% from three on just 63 attempts. His mid-range was a small sample size as well. I personally believe the jump shot is there and is going to continue to be there, but we have to see it, and I'm going to show you why. On this first one, it's off the ball. His defender's not respecting his shot at all. There's no driving lane for Killian Hayes off this ball screen because his defender's helping. And you say, well, why do we need him off the ball? It would be nice to run screen and roll with Sekou or Jeremy Grant, or how about a Killian Hayes, Saddiq Bey ball screen and roll. It opens up all sorts of opportunities if Isaiah Stewart is able to do this off the ball, catch, and knock down a three. So it's not just the screen and roll threes, it's also the catch and shoot threes that can open up opportunities across the board for his teammates. And then in the screen and roll, this is why he has to be able to pick and pop. If they're just going to play drop coverage like this and not even commit, not force a rotation, he has to be able to catch this and knock it down, as you see the Spurs earlier in the year not respecting it. Okay? We know as the season went on, he got better at it. And in this Bulls game, he is really good. And now look at the difference. That last clip, nobody closed out. Here, Vooch closes out. And then I just had to get this clip in here because it's my favorite. It's not just him making shot. He showed this ability to be a playmaker. Go get his own bucket, shot fake, drive. And again, as he shows an ability to do this, he's going to be able to attack. The defender's going to help, and he's going to be able to kick to Sadiq Bey or Killian Hayes or whoever it is on the perimeter for an open shot and continue to develop that all-around offensive game that I believe is there and has the potential to be there. In conclusion, not a critique, just where I think he can really elevate his game is being a playmaker in those pick and roll situations and his shooting.